rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller, it's not that. I'll do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play.
So the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Black Knights of Melbourne taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they fake the handoff, now Lance. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down, Black Knights.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Lance. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The defense coordinator yet. But then 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for your offense partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Lance, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him. You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. Well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Gibson here running out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Gibson toss right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. You look at this Eagle defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
It's incomplete. They're a little anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. This is brought in by Gibson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Play action, now it's Lance. Looking for Dotson, he's got him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Halliburton.
defense. He's going to change the play. Gibson. Touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a give right side Swift. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the ball thing, and it'll be 3rd down. The 2nd down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That throw looked off right from the beginning, because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Again, it's Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now a 2nd and 2. Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. He's on his way. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw, it's Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Lance to throw on second down here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And the homies can trade your outfit.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Man open left side is Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 28 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Johnson for the extra point try. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
There's no good third-down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
9 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Weston. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice gain. They'll wind up getting 7. And now we've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Giants.
On play action, Lance. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Shoves him away. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right down Broadway. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lance. And they stop him short of the 1st. As he can only get to the 20.
That was good when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Open man, this is Lewis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Lance back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Black Knights 28, Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what they're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. So this crowd will not go home.